Howdy. No. Good to see you on all. Just to let you know, we may need to play things slightly by ear. By that I mean be prepared for adverse weather effects. And as theoretically I could push stream for tomorrow, but seems that work events have happened that, well, if worst comes to worst, and worst comes to pass, oh boy, I may just be too took it out to just do a proper stream at the end of that day, the end of tomorrow. And y'all deserve better than that. So I'll take our chances. In doing this now. I mean, worst comes to worst, I guess I could do it like an Everhood and just record the stream. But I think it should be fine. But, you know, aside from that, let me get the game capture set up. Now that we're not doing Everhood, I switch it back. Play Princess. Alright. Now, Sting of Betrayal. I call this stream that because I think the only paths we have left involve trying to kill her while we go down there unarmed. Which, I don't know about you, but that seems pretty scummy to me. Like, you know, pretty fits the definition of betrayal. I used to put off. The pain will be deep and exquisite. Because that's part and parcel of why we're here. Actually, wait, hold on, I need to check if I'm actually streaming. It'd be pretty funny if it turns out I'm not. Okay, I am live. Oh yeah, wait, no, I gotta put the cursor capture back on too. There we go. The love story. Now, I think, yeah, this is.
Without hesitation, bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
Okay, so for context, what had happened was we had gone into the basement without the sword. Or a pristine blade. And we're just gonna help her out. Fortunately, we don't have much choice. Door locked up behind us. The sword fell in. Whoever was tossed in from nowhere. And we had tried just freeing her from there, and I went down that own path. Fortunately, this is what remains. The Sting of Betrayal. Feels kind of like a knife in your back, really. Yeah, she was trying to gnaw off her own arm.
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
I'm sorry.
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
So, theoretically, there's two ways we can go. Successfully killing her or letting her kill us. I'm gonna let her kill us first.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act.
No way.
She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
And that's the narrator trying to, like, make us feel like we can beat her.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blades to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your
she's
legs
got
with the same
claws
pound of
now.
ferocity she used to
Look at
tear
that.
at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Oh, wow, I didn't think you, like, so early on you'd be on board. Oh, I
Though
guess we
your
don't have an
nerves are
option.
seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well.
That was the
Your
only
blade
option.
having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Give up. Finish the job. This is where.
Are you serious?
Yep.
As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground.
Oh, it looks normal to get through
I
it.
suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
That's not completely incorrect.
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room.
Huh. I guess she's just waiting for the opportune moment.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out.
Oh. Huh. You know, I thought she would have, landed a killing blow on us. I guess she wanted to, take the safer route and wait us out. Which, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Alright.
We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend. But you were just another monster, weren't you?
Oh, don't. No. Yeah, you have complete right to say that.
This is the end, isn't it?
It is.
Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. The beast. I'm not actually sure how much
You're
more
on
there
a path
is.
in the woods,
Maybe one
and
stream
at the
is
end
too
of that
many.
path is a
I
cabin,
don't know.
and you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm thinking about it. If it's the hunted, would be the perfect time one for you. Go.
Oh,
Or maybe the
warning,
broken from what that
before
said.
you go any further. She
She
will
will
lie,
lie,
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a word she says.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Ah, yep, the hunted.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Ah, but that could swap at an instant.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
What if we hear a lie?
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, there we go. So what's the house, the cabin of the beast look like?
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time.
It doesn't look
Wind
that bad.
rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I mean, honestly, it looks like a pretty average cabin.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I wonder if it'll ever mention the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely there isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it.
Doesn't.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Well, technically I'm lying to you. Well, not lying, more like omitting the fact that I know what goes down.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes.
Oh,
There
wow,
is
it's
no
gone.
mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Is
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Right. The beast look like.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh,
open,
okay, now that looks
revealing
more.
what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Yeah, no, this looks more worn than the cabin. The cabin looked kind of average.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet,
Ooh.
as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, you get like a fungal infection down here.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
I'm ready to find out, man.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit.
Oh, you
The
got a tail.
walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness,
lion
giving
thing.
the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
That looked like her right there.
You
Oh,
see only a
oh
flash
dear.
of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't
Wait, no,
matter
yeah?
what she is. It only matters what she does.
Ah, I see you're more of a causation type of person.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves,
Hello.
staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Hi.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
Okay, so that's a new bird-related term I've been called.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
How far does that chain go?
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Ah, that one just made me feel bad. I mean, the chain. If she wanted to be free, she could have broken the chain. Of course, there's been times where it snapped, but you know, if there's anything for like the analogy of a chained beast, it'd be here. Using chains, we're fine.
We're not. Move.
I guess being attacked by a wild beast was too much for OBS. We just got killed. Let's see the instant replay. I see right
There's a
through
shift
you.
in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
Okay. No, over here.
She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no, this isn't it.
What do you mean?
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip.
I don't like this.
Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
Hold on, what?
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about.
What's it?
Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
Oh, so much for that.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
I mean, I still have my knife.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison.
One changed to fit you.
I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that.
Ooh.
That is a bad thing to do.
Okay, that's all. Oh yeah, is the cabin a sentient thing? Egg with his... I don't like it. We're gonna go back. I mean, that kind of thing just kind of disgusts me. We're gonna have to go back, but until then... Either way, she's in chains.
Move.
Oh, of course, there was stand still.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to out.
Okay, yeah, so... I guess we should listen, I suppose.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something...
I picked the thing that I forgot. I meant to pick this
We're
one.
not. Move.
But get in the mindset, and then I don't know. You don't have to kill each other.
There's
You know
a
this,
shift
right?
in the humid air and something enormous.
Okay, man. Move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
This. Yeah, come on. You don't have to kill each other. Don't eat me yet.
You cannot reason your way out of this, full-edgeling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
Yeah. Let's go.
She's right there. We have to... That's fair. She'll kill us if we try and run past her.
Okay, so what do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants. Just slay her. Is that all the advice you have?
It's pretty bad advice.
Don't
if I'm
even
being
know
honest.
what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it. She is clearly not.
Yeah.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble. Keeps us alive.
Be
It
reactive.
doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
That is true. Survive. Play dead.
We're playing dead.
Yeah, we are.
It's unexpected. It could work.
I mean, if she needs us alive.
As the princess lunges from the shadows
So
once more, you
passive.
collapse to the ground, feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then... silence. Only broken by the sound of your beating heart. It actually worked, didn't it? Only...
Well, she can hear
What
our
do we do
heartbeat,
to make her
right? I
leave?
forgot.
Do we just keep playing dead? She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, full-edgeling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
Yeah, okay, that was...
Move, now! But it's too late for you to move. Her jaw...
Okay, new plan. Survive. From Hell's Heart.
jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Yeah. So why kill
Why
me?
does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse. What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
We've already branched off. Okay, so why do you want
I
to?
don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is
Oh, we're
always
gonna kill her.
better than to react. To do.
I can't believe
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
I mean, yeah, he's got a point. But we gotta keep going. Strike at her.
Work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Yeah, tell you what, if this doesn't work, I'll try your way.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, the titan blade will lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you.
That's what I
Sense
thought.
sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Hey, if I'm your prey, this cornered rat still has teeth.
Ha! Look at that! We wounded her, and she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
Something worse.
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious.
Oh dear.
The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery.
Damn.
You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood,
if only
your
Stubborn
nerves
was here.
barely able to keep up with the onslaught.
Oh, clawed to death. That's a new one.
By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
Damn it.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do
Come
better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
But we're not dead, we're
Dead.
But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death.
Damn it.
Because everything goes dark. And you die.
Die. Damn it. The den. Wait, that's a location.
You're on a path in the wood. Yeah, we
Yo,
are. And this time we're
Stubborn.
not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
Oh, that's my goat.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger? When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Got a point.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well.
Doesn't.
You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go against like an apex predator now.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation.
This is
now
true.
I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
Hey, come on.
And how do you intend to do that? We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Yo, let's take one of the torches. Like, hopefully it has the torches.
Well, no complaints here. Now, hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
Technically, I know about this already.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Ooh, revenge. I can get behind that. Okay. I mean, okay. Well, okay, actually, hold on. She could be here now. Seems like the ultimate, like, you know, thing. Fight or flight. Oh, what we're gonna do. Go.
You make your way down to the
Oh,
cabin.
it's
Your
like
fated
in a
confrontation
cave.
awaits. You know what to do.
I hope so.
So, we need a plan. We've already been over the plan. I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan. It's a better plan than you had last time.
Which was no plan.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Alright.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings.
If we talk, she'll know we're here.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one. Great. That mirror's back. And it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. There's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
I wonder why the mirror is here.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Okay, so what we should do? I'm willing to bet there is a difference.
Take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. One step closer to ending this.
Step closer.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
Ooh, you can tell? Good on you.
It, if they're even...
Oh, sorry. Is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Mine was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually.
It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
Not yet.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the base.
Oh. No, we need the element of surprise.
Yes, take this. You pull the good. You have it so. You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement.
We need the element of surprise.
See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own.
Fair enough.
You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement,
we're just on a hole.
there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
It's gonna be like...
It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
How do you sound so jovial?
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
It seems two can play at this game.
Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Not an inch. He's right.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous,
I don't like
gaping
that.
maw threatening to swallow you whole.
Like Stell, is he
There
here?
is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it.
Oh wow, this is just
You're
like
exposed.
It is just a cave arena from Elden Ring.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike.
Hey.
With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. For victory, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
Wow.
See? I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now.
He's like some sort of centaur griffin thing.
With even more ferocity than
Ow.
before. But that voice in your head wasn't wrong. Within that ferocity, there is also hesitation. Not much, but enough. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel.
Ooh,
in the
wet
pit,
steel?
all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your heart.
Oh, I get that. It's when you get into that flow where everything just seems more pronounced. Like, you have to hyper-focus on everything.
Reaches a climax.
God. What is it?
And
It doesn't respond. Eyes glance at you from the untouched threads of the world unrivaled. Am I free? They ask. Oh. Yeah, lots of hands for that one. Oh.
she's gone. Where? There's that. That thing. Screw the mirror.
That was surprising. I wonder. You know, I was gonna ask if the name is an extension of, it's like another reflection of us. Given how the power didn't need to interact with us, they like could take control of him without, like couldn't take over our voices, but like was sort of able to take over the narrator. I guess he's a separate entity. Never mind.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
So, this is a big one.
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice.
Thank God for that.
Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Oh wow, that is ironic. Unless she already viewed herself as part of the world. Also, I think that's like the most she said about one of them.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Alright,
We will meet again.
there we go. A wordless vessel. Stay alive, I guess.
You're a slow, or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side. It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet, and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern.
Ow.
We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
Hey, Hunted, what's your ear?
Oh, for the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
How are we gonna get her on the back foot?
She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Again.
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan.
Yeah, Haunted, we need something.
Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and
Oh dear.
claws flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you.
So death by 1,000 cuts. Listening to any one voice is a bad idea.
It's hard to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance...
There we go. Okay. Yeah, we never had an option to begin with. Fine, leave. See if I care.
Can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step,
Solving will.
and then another, and then...
Huh.
And then... It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Feel churning in the forms around you, and then a wet tunneling before you eject it to a place that's nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Okay, I was curious what would happen if the hands took her.
This place is cold.
Ooh. Ooh. Didn't say anything, huh? She's gone.
She's gone.
We've always been here, man.
This, that...
So what's this also gonna be? Definitely shorter.
Flickering
But
lights and
similar.
empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality
A
and
stupid
movement.
fly.
I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
That's a second OBS crash. Either way, what's your thought on her? Start or something. Okay, so I guess I was somehow still skipping. Either way. I guess is like much like other two-parter things, she would have said the same thing about wanting me to become part of her.
I await your return, but we will meet again.
Long. A farewell vessel. Well, I see there's only one option left. Dig
Though you have
her.
little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
Yeah, we just really are just pulling like. Actually, I don't know what we're pulling. I get God of War, I guess. It's the only thing I can really think of.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Find out.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Good. Just keep going. I don't need explanation. I don't need words.
You slice again, deeper, rooting through her meat
Oh,
with the
I'm
tip of
melting.
your blade, until at last it finds her beating heart.
That's all I need.
The pulling has turned to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves
Ow.
of blistering acid.
A little bit loud. Okay, hold on. Let me... Yeah.
You can't hold me forever.
That's better. Play the princess.
So your body is dissolving, eroding into unrecognizable shapes. Your will drives it forward.
From
You
hell's
have a
heart,
target,
I
and
stab
you
at
will
you.
strike it.
We're too late, aren't we? This isn't survival. This is spite.
Oh, it is.
No, it's something better. It's fulfilling a noble destiny.
Ah, this is revenge.
Your
Pure
lone
and simple.
functioning arm lashes out, stabbing up towards the princess's heart.
Feels bad, don't it?
So you found a way to kill me. Then we'll die together, and I will see you again soon.
With those prophetic words, you do not draw another breath. Your body tangled and melting in the cooling folds of the princess's flesh.
Yeah, I got her at least.
Everything goes dark, and you die. But at least you've saved the world. I hope.
So most of the time when it's like a double kill, he thinks like, oh yeah, you succeeded. Interesting. What?
We are a path in the woods.
Oh?
We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
What? Where are we? What are we in? This is... I mean, well, the princess is talking to us, obviously.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them
minute.
from stretching to the places they
This is-
need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
The princess. No. Playing with the music, that's... her?
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Oh, this is...
I think this is our third?
This is unlike anything I... Oh, this
That's
is...
bad. That's
Chills.
very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
Even other times it's reached 3. This is... something else.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
She was a beast, and we slayed her.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Princess aware of her, like, nature? As a sort of metaphysical being?
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you. What happened? What did you do? Can she hear us if we talk?
Okay, come on. This to be... We are somewhere beyond. Just waiting for the bit ready to catch up. I mean, where are we? What are we? Like I said, this is...
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much.
Okay. Come on. I need you with me together. Okay, no, I'm getting distracted by my.
We are a path in the woods. We have no. His gaze.
No, that's not. That's bad. Let's get
The thing that he tries to stay.
Shut up.
Okay,
the rest of you talk. What?
Okay.
She hear us if we talk.
Okay. This is put yourself together too, but just don't get lost.
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
I turned her into a beast to this.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart. And we can be so much more still. Vast. Unfathomable.
Is the long quiet?
You're not mad at us for stabbing you in the heart, are you?
No. Are you mad at me for swallowing you whole?
Nah, not really. It all seems so petty right now.
Wait, opportunist? This is our first time meeting?
She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
I mean, it was kind of a mutual kill.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Oh, we can get some answers. Though, given how similar she seems to the one in between. What is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
What is he? I've heard other views call him an echo. But, like, what is he?
That's not an answer to our question.
Yeah, what are you?
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
Only time he seems happy in us, I mean, is when we've killed her and he locks us away in a void forever, or we kill each other at the same time. Is that right? Is that what he...
She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
How is that? I'm supposed to be me, and you're supposed to be something that isn't me. Let's say I do want to stop her. what can even be done
You
here?
can start by remembering that you exist, and not as some part of a gestalt entity formed with the princess. You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body, separate from hers.
I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now?
And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. The princess ate you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal
Vibing?
predator and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
This seems like you're trying to goad me.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel
Oh,
so
man.
far away right now?
Oh,
So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
that was intense. Oh, that sends chills.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
That's it.
I think we should hear out whatever it is that's trying to be heard. I like to take all options into account before making any big decisions, and what's the harm in just listening?
You got a point. I like to make informed decisions. Don't gaze.
Please, don't make us remember how I was.
We'll separate for now, but after this,
And just like that, you start to fall apart. I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten. I'd forgotten how much it burned. And the air was so hard to breathe. She didn't care. She didn't care at all.
All of that digging with the knife, and we didn't even get to win. That was hard work. I wanted to win, and what's the point of being part of a larger whole if we're not the one in charge of that whole?
I'm sorry, princess.
As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess,
You start to remember something else, too.
That-
You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it.
Oh,
There is a
so we
shifting
can't-
of the
we were
space
just
around you,
something else.
the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
No! I devoured you! I won! I put things back the way they were supposed to be!
Ah, so this is how you act.
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended.
And
a
tears can never
cavernous
be mended.
gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were.
Cabin.
A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole.
What?
And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess.
She became the
A
cabin.
wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel empty, don't you?
Both beings making our way through, trying to fulfill a purpose.
I feel safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her. We could both live.
How is this living, if I'm being honest?
Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Do we have to do this?
Do we?
You have to. You know you have to.
Didn't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you. now, we have to be two different beings. Ideally, that's how I'd see it. Get your way. Well, not you, but a different you. Now, but I ain't leaving you here either.
You devious little bastard. If you think I'm going to let you free her, you have another thing coming. And that other thing is... We'll just have to wait and find out when it happens. Ignore him. His words only confuse us. Just do it.
He talks in riddles.
He's weak. Thinks he can boss us around when he doesn't have any authority. We're clearly the ones with authority around here, so we can do whatever we like.
You're tired, aren't you?
I am.
No, I'm not. I'm... fine. Whatever. You cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. Good luck getting her out of here.
Take her out.
I didn't think you would do that after everything.
My bleeding heart.
It's so cold without you.
Believe me, that's not what you're feeling. The hands clutched at her heart.
She's gone. And there's that...
Alright.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Oh, you are not gonna have fun when we're separated again.
Thin weeks of death. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Alright. Getting close. Just for a bit further.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
This is an interesting vessel, I think. What do you think of her?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in
Shadow of you.
search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
I wonder with the other one.
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
I can find content. I can find contentment in that. Go.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
A wounded vessel. Bring the wounded wild to her. Yep. Bury the terror. We are
No,
one.
you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
Maybe we can't, but for now, we're here.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
We do. Find our freedom. A glimpse of something bigger. Embrace your
You
transformation.
fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
What do you see in it?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. We just need to find the right place to be at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
I know that. Better than you would ever know.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
If I were to bet, probably more than I know, but yet less than I've experienced.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
That's... You speak as if you've tried this before. Have you tried to be the world? Is that why you're an echo? A fragment of yourself you were able to reach out from being before you got lost being the world. This just brings it up again. What are you? Why are you?
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
Is the cabin him? There's a place you need to be. You just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you.
We end up in the nothing. The area between, the long quiet.
This place will fall apart before you find its end.
What do you know, narrator? Like, you're speaking different. This is not just the doggedness to just want to stop the princess or just stop us or help us. Well, no, it is kind of like you want to help us. Well, metaphysical. What are you? You speak as if you from experience.
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real.
Is word.
That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you. We'll get our way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But this is the most proactive you've been. You're pushing yourself to your very limits. No, that wasn't the... It wasn't the voice of someone who tried to be the world. The voice of someone who's becoming the world in order to counteract us. But just the narrator in general, just you do find something bold and smooth, gently buckles, cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
Sound like you could try. This the end of the world you're afraid of? Is this what it means? To become so?
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
You won't hold us. Not now.
No, stop!
Please disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world. The place you need to... What is that?
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
What do we
Is
see?
this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
Just what is that? That's not anything we've seen before. No.
It's beautiful.
Oh, come on. Don't take it from us.
We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
Is that what she's building towards? The one in the long quiet? No, don't take it away. Then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
We're not done yet. We're not done. Never get the chance to answer her. Goodness, you're gone behind you.
She's gone. And there's that. This This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Me, it does too.
That thing reeks of death. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
That hurt. So close. Let's go. What's she even gonna grab? What's she grasping at?
Flickering lights in
Oh.
empty cityscapes become
Oh.
pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
How you grasp her? This vessel. I can't even comprehend her.
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
Another. Oh, another.
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
But yet she led me to find something that I yearn for.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Endless vessel. Bring the networked wild to. Well, we have 2 left. No, we have 1 left. Cause yeah, cause that's not an option. Cause that would just probably lead her to killing us.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing.
What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds?
Whatever.
Okay, yeah, so that would maybe lead her to becoming the Spectre again. Well, yeah, probably just another way back to the Spectre. Let's finish this.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Or we can do.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised.
Alright.
Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job.
Yeah.
You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The 2 of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the
Sorry about
princess
this.
collapses beside you.
This is the
Blood
betrayal I was
pools around
talking
you
about.
both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Arthur, how many have there been?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. Very typical, don't you think?
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Though, if I was the betting man, an opportunist.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a word she says.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was guessing, the opportunist. This could be the last few branches.
The interior
wow.
of the cabin is a mess of
Gnarled.
twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy,
How
and the
rude.
only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Call this a shelf.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ow, I sneezed. Oh. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It would be. Wouldn't
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
That's true.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
I don't know. It's one of the nicer ones I've been down.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
Okay, now, yeah, sure,
If the
but I'm
princess
asked.
lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I think me would be doing it.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite. Silence, I see.
Yeah.
Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
That's fair.
She must have you confused with someone else.
No, she doesn't.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Really, yes.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
I don't know, I do kind of like my philosophical
Fine,
discussions.
fine. You're the boss.
Technically, I'm the boss.
Thank you.
Oh, you got a tail.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
How does that make you a witch?
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Well, yeah, okay, she has us pegged. But look at that mouth. Like the little, it looks like this. Look like that. Wait, hold on. How long will it take chat to appear online? On the overlay. Maybe the colon 3 doesn't appear. Let me just that was worth a shot. It was like the 3, oh wait a minute, I can just, it looks like this. Oh, not that. Look at that. Oh, that's gonna make me laugh when I next open up when I have to take a break.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
And it's probably more just an astute observation of our character.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Oh, nah, man. It's our first time.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Nah, you got it all wrong. We just run in similar circles.
Well, you seem to be great at it.
Okay, you're just buttering up. Come on.
Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time?
Don't. Not the same.
No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Shared reality? I mean, reality of origin, I suppose. Well, origin, I'm not so sure. Our first meeting was shared.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
Not sure.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
When she'd have to willingly die for that, huh?
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Nope. You. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, well, listen, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Nah, it's not. Murdering someone a mistake isn't. Nah. Well, it's not for you. Not killing you. Gotta get you out somehow, right? I get the idea you're not happy.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Admittedly, that was less for you, more for me. I kind of found that funny. Okay, you scared me. You started biting off your arm. You know, maybe you're gonna bite off my arm. Maybe you're thinking I like, ooh, that tuba guy looks like a delicious 10-piece on one of those wings. You know, got a little out of hand. I'm gonna be straightforward. I didn't care how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now. Going with the razor. Listen, man, you scared me.
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder.
Out of hand. Yeah. See, we have fun here.
And you started it.
Yeah, okay, shit, she's right. Okay, yeah, but you know, it's sort of something, I don't know if you don't know this, but there's a guy telling me to kill you, and something bigger at play here.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Last option by default. My favorite way.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Well, you see, it benefits me because I don't like you. Anyway, I got a feeling you'd try to stab me if I tried helping you.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
It sounds good to me.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine, because destruction is in her nature.
Nature?
If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
The only one that it seemed to be... Okay, there's a few that seemed to be in the nature to destroy the world around her. That didn't seem to be her.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
This is true.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Oh yeah, you've definitely symbolically done to us before, though.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I'll cut you out.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Oh.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh. I see. Once again, she's just giving us the... Look at that.
Oh, she could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Yeah, I can't deny that was a smart move.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
So yeah, I'm sorry.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Hey, listen. Looks like we're kind of in the same boat.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Huh? Go.
Yes. Let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Howdy.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we talked about this entire backstabbing thing.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Yeah, no, listen, if I were in her position, I'd want revenge.
We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Do you not see her claws?
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
Like, you're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold the cards. You can't bargain your way out of this. You can't convince me out of this either. Either we stay here looking into each other's eyes for the rest of the time, or you go up first.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing?
Trying to smell for lying, I guess?
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying. So
Oh, it really is, though.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but
Ah,
not of a
come on.
liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Listen, you know, all the mirrors here have been kind of dirty, and I haven't been able to touch them until the world's gonna reset. I haven't exactly had time for cleaning.
eyes on the back of her head. Does she really?
I guess we're gonna find out.
No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Huh?
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs. It's time, boys! Stab her in the back! Do it! Do it now!
No!
Wait, I thought we were helping her escape. Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
You're lying to me too? I'm not doing that.
You do realize that she hates us, right?
Yeah.
If we don't make the first move now, she's going to find a way to make the first move herself.
Listen, I'm gonna make a move, and it's called rebuilding a relationship.
Why would she do that? She wants to leave, which means we need to work together. And she knows that. She wouldn't just act against her best interests. I don't know. If I were her, I'd betray us.
That's
Look
true.
at me right now, suggesting betrayal. You really need to learn to put yourself in someone else's shoes.
It seems your shoes are facing both ways, man.
I'm with that little weasel. You have an opportunity to save the world. You should take it.
I don't know, you called him a little weasel. I shouldn't trust them, should I? Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never totally saw coming. I am not going to praise you, but I am going to stab her in the back. Fine. Either way, I'm the one with the cards, I'm the one with the mouse, I'm the one choosing not to stab her.
And that's a great idea. See, this is why you're in charge and I'm not. You think things through. You stick to your guns. It shows real leadership, and more people should be like you.
I will tear you out of me if I am able.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Well, one part of me is.
Us? No, never. I can't believe she'd even suggest that. The gall. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Yeah, okay.
Then she slams the door on you.
Fraud.
Its lock swiftly
It
clicks
was
into
in her
place.
nature.
Maybe not stabbing her in the back wasn't such a great idea. The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
If we stabbed her, I bet we would have been the scorpion.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
I feel like this is like the 5th time it's happened. But you need me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door. So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Okay, yeah, you're a real riot. Can you let me out now?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
I won't be mad if you open this door, I promise.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped.
You tried the door. It's locked.
No, it's shut. Force the
You
door.
throw yourself against the door. It won't budge.
Damn it. Fine. One down. Oh. That counts as her escaping?
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure.
You saw the tail pop up?
Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
See? That's what honesty feels like. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's becoming part of like a group ass thing.
She's gone. Where is that a...
Alright.
This... If he...
Oh, trust me. Not bad. It's simply the next step. How much more growing do I have to do? Also, if I'm going, he's growing. Are we one and the same?
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
So this one is more of a kind of a dick, if I'm being honest. What's your thoughts on her?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her.
Okay, yeah, that was
She
okay.
will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Something at least.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay. Untrusting vessel, bring the wit. So, if I were a betting man, this is our last go. You probably have. So, it's a unique option. Give her the knife. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill.
You can't be serious.
I am.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
Alright, fine. Hero?
As do I. I, abstain?
Huh. Yeah, I would thought you would have felt strongly about this.
Abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't. Yeah, yeah, this isn't democracy. We're giving it to her.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
I do.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
The bomb.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Foolishness. Bleeding heart. Trying to make amends. Pick your pick.
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist.
I know it's happening, but I can't say we don't deserve it.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now.
I understand.
Luckily for us, you're not her.
But she is an opportunist.
Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. Why I gave you the blade. I chose last time, and I regret it. It's your time. Both scared, both hurting. One of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably just kill each other forever. You want that? I don't. We can be better than this. I mean, an appeal to goodwill, I don't think that would get anywhere. If you're someone like I know, you're probably gonna kill me. Yeah. You're beautiful. Oh, baby, it's time for, you know, hey, it's not the look, but it's an in.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her.
Oh, we're in, boys.
I thought it was nice.
Hero, opportunist, don't mess us up.
Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
Wink.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
It's one where you get the next move.
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
That is fair.
What? No, come on, that's not right.
I told you this is what she was going to do.
You say it like I didn't know.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it! I got you! You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
It looks like that appeal would have worked. But like she only realizes it now. Yo, it would, oh, that would have been the perfect thing. Like, I made a choice and I regret it. I'm giving you, so, oh, it's good.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
To let you know there's potential for a better way. Hopefully you regret, and maybe you'll try looking for a better way.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Everything goes dark.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Don't worry. Past life gambit. Hand your power to a suspicious character. What's a shot?
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
I can't say we didn't deserve it.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it.
This ain't a democracy.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
No, it's set up.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything.
Oh dear.
You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
I should have chose a different voice.
Ho ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear
what
and
blood
insecurity and
waffling on
handing over
about?
our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us.
Yeah.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but
Yeah, wait, hold on.
maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time.
Just a narrator.
We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence.
See, that's what I was hoping to teach her.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Narrator?
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Oh yeah, that was like the longest you've been quiet.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Thorn because she has a thorny exterior because it's been hurt, but she is a beautiful flower.
Oh, are
That
you
it?
now? Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice.
Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned.
Yeah.
You already
Alright.
know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
I wonder, do you practice for this? Your influence. We're going to free her. We're even. I don't think it's more than an even. I think it's more like she understands the weight. But yeah, we have to see what she sees, what she has to say for herself about what she's done.
Yes. Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
At least I'm the one with the keys.
I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan.
Trust the process.
Trust in what plan?
You'll
The
find out.
decider's plan.
Hey, that's
sure,
me.
we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
Oh. That's not inaccurate considering the wealth of experiences I've had that you all don't know about.
There isn't a plan, and that's the whole point. We're supposed to be guided by emotion. We're supposed to passionately live in the moment, and I'm sure that when the time comes, those passions will tell us to set our darling princess free.
Not passions, it is empathy.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. And you should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
The way. Answers are in the cabin. That's the only way we can go.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about
Mostly.
me? I have a position. It's a good one, too.
Your position is whoever's winning.
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters.
Ah.
The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
You know what? I do know what I have to do.
The interior of the cabin is
Wait, what?
hardly an interior at
Yeah,
all
where
anymore.
the outside go?
The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here.
Mirror.
Charred wood still reeking of ash.
No blade.
But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain.
It really
The
is like
promise
roses.
of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait,
We gave it to
this
her.
isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Thorn, because we gave her the blade, and the blade is a thorn.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
Grasping at, holding onto it as a memento.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
Trust me, you wouldn't like the things you've seen him be able to do.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Gave it to her.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
Maybe talking at your ass, but that's closest you've been to being right.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do.
Yeah, I
Reach
do.
forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas,
Nothing.
our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are.
Oh. I know we are.
Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
So it does.
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Only way is down,
You
only
step
way
through
is
the
forward.
frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
God, I hope the stairs aren't made of thorns.
The stairs
It
to the
is.
basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
Just what has she been thinking about?
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think
Pointed
about the way
downward.
back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
Interesting.
These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
I don't doubt it's an expression.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
Does she regret it?
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Does regret it. I want to talk to you. Really. Just
I
talk.
think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
It pains me to hear so to feel so
You continue
defeated.
down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
All the spark. Because we see, it's not like The Prisoner where we didn't have much of a spark to begin with, but this one has.
You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Beholding it.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Is
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I'm not. And I'm not. Here to laugh? What'd you think would happen if you killed me? You're a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you want to still wallow in it, be my guest. I'm not here to laugh. Could help you if you let me.
I want to trust you.
I get it. We've hurt each other. Badly.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But I've hurt you.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Oh, that's the million-dollar question, ain't it? More than just helping you, I suppose. You'd hate me if I told you the real reason. Good thing I can't. We both yearn for freedom. I'm trapped alongside you. If not physically, then in a cycle of violence. Murder, of sadness, of death. We need to break it.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
I have.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
That's also true. Is there anything I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
Actions?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
Shut up.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Not those first two, but last one. Last time for us to say, yeah, okay, I don't want to mess this up. Perhaps we're past words. All we need is action.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort.
Alright.
But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
Matter.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Okay, you got me. That kind of does.
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her.
It's like everything we would have imagined with the other one.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded.
Ideal.
Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
The damsel. Like, if we rescue the damsel after going through, like, a true journey. I'll admit, it feels much more emotional.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed.
We have.
Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
I've been in her shoes. It can be so hard to trust somebody after being hurt. I wouldn't wish that kind of pain on anyone else. I wouldn't want to betray that of anyone else either.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
Not out of just desire. Not just out of knowledge of what we're bringing it towards, of our greater goal. Out of my own personal feelings, my own chances. I just can't do that to her.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
There's never a line. There was never a choice.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
You're not a part of me.
You don't count. And why shouldn't he count?
He ain't part of us if last done my trick.
Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
Okay. To break all that, I don't know. It feels like he's not an equal, though.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I do mean it. This is my really backyard, Ron. No. I'm a man of my word. Both made mistakes. We both hurt each other. It's a start.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
And I have no problem with that.
Come on.
Welcome to the team.
Come on.
You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
One of the people just want to help her, at least.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm.
They sting a little as the thorns pull at you.
And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
You don't get to make choices.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
Oh, you're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Feelings mutual sometimes. Well, most of the time, really.
You actually meant it.
Did
You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
what? I just really pay the people. Could be our only chance. The moment feels right, doesn't it? If not, then I just horribly mess things up, but trying it.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
You know as well as I do that we can.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
All I need to do is be a peck. Peck.
You lean in and you kiss her.
Oh man, I didn't.
And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Actually, that makes me kind of very happy.
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
Ah, come on, yeah.
Ugh, fine.
Yeah!
You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
But it could never last. Could it? You that, don't you? World is ending. We're falling into nothing.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance.
Yeah.
If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now.
All I needed to hear.
He's making fun of us.
Can't ruin this, not for us.
It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff.
I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever.
Yes,
You
sir.
open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Ah, yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cathartic.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Yep.
Shameful, really,
I thought we
that
were
the
gonna
same
end.
thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please,
Bastard.
after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
Can we resist them?
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
I like to think so. Okay, you know I gotta keep that one unlocked. Got through.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with
I
her,
know.
the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
What the world ever do for me?
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
Yeah, partially, right? One that would just control us two for eternity, even throughout different worlds. Can't say I put much value into it.
We'll weave something new together. Something better.
You and the
I like to
princess
think that.
hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
Long ago.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It
Yeah.
wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
That'll make this next better.
Hands clasped, the two of you open
through
the
some
door
issues and learn to
step
trust
out
again.
into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
I'm sorry.
What do we do now?
And
Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
all the moments where I have to come to the fact that I'm doing this to people. But this is one of the more bitter pills to swallow. Boy, will you ever. Time to leave. More ways than one. It's our time to leave. We'll have our chance. Time will come. But man, that was... Oh yeah, we had the beast. That was like, you know, intense in its own way. It has its moments that I just found kind of disgusting. Also the getting eaten part. But you know, cool animal princess, like feral. We had the witch. We had between them, whatever that was. Also, thinking about it, when we went bare knuckle against the adversary, she killed us. It led to her becoming thing. But what I remember was getting at, it wasn't the adversary. It's like how we ended up getting. I'm willing to bet, because due to the lion-like look of like the witch, I'm willing to bet if we killed her, it would have ended up back towards that like forest-like princess again. Because the other one was lion-like, and we killed her, it ended there. Probably would have been a mutual kill too. I don't know. Either way. Either we're gonna be at the end or very close to it. Feels tense. Especially that with the entire thing with the thorn. I'm assuming it should be called the thorn or something with thorns. But honestly, that entire thing with like learning to trust again after being hurt, that struck a chord with me. I think I found my favorite. If nothing else than just seeing myself in her. Even if only a little bit. Now, I'm going to spend some time thinking after that. A lot of time thinking before we get to our potentially final stream of Slay the Princess. But until then, time for me to hit the dusty trails. Whatever trails y'all find yourself, I hope they find you well.